Good morning, everyone, to another XANGO Super Saturday. Every week, XANGO University faculty members do these workshops to give you the training, the knowledge on our product, on our business, and our compensation plan. Today, that's what we get to talk about. And I'm really excited about our XANGO Compensation Plan because our compensation plan has produced more million-dollar earners than any other compensation plan in the industry in the same time period. But I'm more excited about the fact that we've also produced more people earning $1,000 a month, more people earning $500 a month. Our compensation plan rewards all people equally according to their own effort. Some companies have a few great big checks they really promote and talk about to get people excited and wanting to be involved in that company to try to make that kind of income, but most companies have the rich and the poor, and there is no what we call middle class. So we're pretty excited that XANGO has a middle class. As a matter of fact, they have people at all ends of the spectrum, and it's because of a couple of reasons. One is our compensation plan pays out a full 50%. Now, the average compensation plan in our industry actually pays out between 32 and 36%, depending on the year. So every year when we look at the statistics of all the companies, and it's easy to tell the publicly traded companies because they have to share that information with shareholders, but other companies report statistics to the DSA, and as we look at those numbers and they actually show what they actually paid out in commissions compared to the amount of revenue that they generated, the average company, the highest year has been 36%, and as a low 32%, so somewhere in there. Now, what does that mean? That's because most companies have a compensation plan that pays up to a certain amount or as much as a certain amount. But there's this dirty little secret that nobody ever talks about. It's this word called breakage. And we're going to talk about that more at the end, but it doesn't really matter if you fully understand that or not. But all it means is this, is that if you're a 1K, you are eligible to earn 4 levels of pay. What happens if you have distributors, customers down on your 5th level, your 6th level, your 7th level? Well, most companies, if you're not qualified to earn it, keep that money. XANGO pays it out to people who are qualified, and that's our secret. That is what we call our X factor in our compensation plan. We pay out a full 50% to our distributors. That means we are 50-50 partners with XANGO. XANGO gets 50% to run the company. We get 50% so that we will continue to use and share our products with other people and get compensated. Now, we have a lot of amazing bonuses in our compensation plan. We have rank advancement bonuses that can let you earn hundreds of thousands of additional dollars while you're promoting through the ranks. We have a drive your own dream bonus. We have trips. We have the ability to share in a global bonus pool when you're a brand new distributor, as well as all the way up to the leadership where those bonus pools get bigger and bigger and bigger. But let's just break it all down and start. There's three types of people that I'm going to present information to as far as our compensation plan goes. The first is a prospect. Now, if you were my prospect, I'm not going to tell you all the details of our compensation plan. I'm not going to go into hardly anything. All I want to do, if you're my prospect, is get you to understand the vision, understand what this means, how you're going to build this business. I want you to understand residual income. I want you to understand geometric growth. So I want you to understand that what we're doing in using and sharing products with other people is we're building a network of customers and distributors who use and share products, and we are leveraging ourselves. We might only find 3 or 4, maybe 10, 15 people, but as those people use and share products with others, soon that can turn into dozens of people, and as they continue to use and share, hundreds of people, as they continue to use and share, thousands of people. You got the rest of your career. We have people in XANGO, distributors in XANGO, who have hundreds of thousands of members on their team, and we have people that have millions. So, wow, that's a lot. You know, that's because we are a legacy company, because we are 13 years old, and as we continue to grow, and we become 15 years old, 20 years old, 30 years old, there'll be people with 10 million on their team as we all continue to use and share products with other people. And that's really what it's all about. So I'm going to explain the compensation plan to a prospect this way. All you're looking to do is use and share products with others who also use and share products with people themselves. Now, what does that mean? These people can be customers. They can be distributors. It can be a service establishment. It can be a chiropractor who wants to sell jutes to their patients. It could be a spa who wants to sell Eris to their clients. It could be a gym who wants to sell the XANGO Pro line to their members. See, these type of service establishments are able to carry our products and sell them to their patrons. So I could just find one service establishment who shares and sells those products to their members. Or I could find a customer, and I tell that customer has the right to earn free product. Well, who wouldn't want to get free product? So all you have to do to earn free product in XANGO is share the products with 3 or more other people, and depending on how much they order, you could actually earn up to a couple $100s worth of free products. So, of course, if I told you that and you shared with your 3 people and you got your products for free, wouldn't you want to help them do the same thing? Wouldn't you want your friends to get free products as well? Well, if your friends refer other customers so that they can get their products for free, aren't they going to want to help their friends as well? So I could build a whole network of customers who are using and sharing products with other customers to get their products for free. But, of course, what I get the most excited about is a distributorship. I'm looking for distributors. I'm looking for distributors who don't just want to use and share products, but I'm looking for people who want to make maybe a few $100s a month, maybe a few $1,000s a month, maybe more. See, everybody's different. Everybody's got different goals. $500 to $1,000 a month could be life-changing for many people. But imagine $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. The awesome compensation plan is as big as you can dream. We can help you with that. It might take some skills. You're going to have to learn some stuff. But guess what? Eventually, as long as you continue to use and share products with other people, your business will continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. So I'm looking for at least 3 people who use and share products with other people. Now that's to get to a title called Premier, where the average income is about 5 figures a month, and that's pretty dang exciting. We have positions bigger than that. With 4 team members using and sharing products with other people, you could actually get as high as a $200K in our compensation plan. And if you find 5 teams and develop 5 teams, you can get all the way to $500K, where the average income is about 10 times that of a Premier. So 3 to 5 team members continue to use and share products with other people. And as we do that, our businesses will grow. Our volume will grow. And our group volume and the group volume of the members of our teammates is what's going to determine our rank and determine our qualifications and determine how much of the XANGO compensation plan that we're going to earn on. Now, I just want to give you an idea of what residual income is and how you earn this residual income. So we have this position called 5K. A 5K is when you have 5K or 5,000 in business volume on your team. And you've got at least 3 team members that have at least 1,000. So what is 1,000 in volume? 5,000 points. Well, our compensation plan is worldwide. We're open in 43 nations. All over the world purchase products in their own currency. People will purchase in euros. They'll purchase in yen. But what they purchase in, whatever their currency is, it has the same point value. So a 100-point product, and that's really what we're looking at. We're looking to build a team, and every member uses at least 100 points worth of products. So a XANGO Pro Pack would be worth 100 points. A XANGO Eris system would be worth 100 points. A XANGO Ageless would be worth 100 points. Case of XANGO Juice actually is more than that. It's 120 points. So these are all products that we could use and share with other people and build ourselves a network. So let's just talk about 5K for a moment so that you can understand. When I become a 5K and I have 5,000 in volume on my team, and I have 3 people that I've personally sponsored that each have 1,000, then I can become a 5K, and a 5K is eligible to earn on 5 levels in our compensation plan. So what would happen if I found 3 people and they each used 100 points worth of product? They're on a case of juice or a box system or a Zalo Pro Pack. Well, if I found 3 who did at least 100 points, and then I helped them get 3 of their own, and again, this could be a customer referring other customers to get theirs for free. Or it could be a distributor referring other distributors. If I find 3 people and help them find 3 and help those people find 3, then we begin to grow geometrically. Now, this is kind of like compound interest. So Einstein said compound interest, those who understand it earn it, and those who don't pay it. So make sure that you understand how this works. This is that leveraging of our network. Let's take a look. XANGO pays out 2% commissions on all the orders, all the purchases of your personally sponsored first-level distributors. And then they pay out 5% on all the referrals through your entire team. That means your distributors, and their distributors, and so on, down through 9 levels. Now, this is also one of our X factors. You know, the average compensation plan out there, a good unilevel, 6, 7 levels. That's considered pretty dang good. Very few have 8, and even fewer have 9. But those that do go and pay deeper, it's usually like 1 or 2% on those deeper levels. We pay 2% on your personal efforts and 5% on the efforts of everyone on your team down through 9 full levels. It's phenomenal. And again, one of the reasons why we produce so many people earning such good income. But let's just look at a 5K. If I had 3 people doing 100, and they each had 3 people doing 100, and they each had 3 people doing 100, I would be earning over $1,800 in commissions just on those distributors. Now, we have Power Start bonuses. It's going to pay you more on the first orders, and, of course, we have our customer payout. But these are distributors. If you have 3 distributors who have 3 distributors who have 3 distributors, it's over $1,800. And at this level, you actually would be qualified as a 20K because you have over 20,000 in volume on your whole team, and you've got sponsorship of at least 3 people that have over 5,000 in volume, and that's what a 20K is. And 20K would actually get paid 7 levels. So I'm showing you the 5. If you're a 5K, this is what you would earn in this scenario. But take it down a couple more levels because as a 20K, you're actually earning on 7 levels. At this level, you're also qualified for our Drive Your Own Dream bonus because you get that when you just have 10,000 in volume and you're qualified 10K. So I just want you to understand, though, as you continue to leverage yourself. Now, so what would happen? What's 2 more levels? The 1,800 turns into over $16,000. Now, I'm not trying to make income claims, and I want you to know this is not a guarantee of what you would earn. This is what you could earn if you were a qualified 20K and you had 3 people that did 100 points a month, who had 3 people who do 100, who had 3 people who do 100. This is just a business model as an example so that you can understand geometric growth and how it works. As you continue to use and share XANGO products with other people, your business will continue to grow, you will continue to rank advance, and you will continue to earn additional income. All right, so at this level, there's over 200,000 in volume on your team, and all your team members have got over 50,000 in volume, so you'd actually be qualified as a 200K. And our 200K distributors actually earn on 9 levels. Our premiers and above earn on 9 levels of pay. To be a premier, you just need 50,000 in volume on your team. 100K, you need 100,000. 200K, you need 200,000. So depending on how many people you have personally sponsored and how much volume they have on your team, in this scenario, you could be a 200K, earning not just the 9 full levels, but global bonus money as well. So what would 2 more levels be? Well, I'm not going to tell you. I want you to do the math. I want you to do the math for a couple of reasons. Number one, the number is so big, I don't want to give it away. I want you to do the math and understand. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen for you, because you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to find the right 3 people. It's not just about 3 people who use and share products. Some people might use and share products just to get their products for free and not do any more. We're looking for distributors. We're looking for business builders. We're looking for people who will use and share products with others until they find 3 to 5 team members of their own who want to enjoy the beaches of the world. So maybe my goal is only to earn $500,000 a month, which is great, but then I might not be the team member that my sponsor is looking for, that I may not want to build $50,000 in volume or more. So you're looking for people, whatever your goals are, you're looking for 3 to 5 team members who have the same kind of goals that you do, and together you can build your dreams. So that is mostly what I show to a prospect. I show a couple other slides. One of them is the statistics, because we do have an impressive compensation plan. We have helped over 140 families since we've begun earn more than $1 million in commissions since they began their XANGO businesses, some of them multiple millions. But more impressive than that is the fact that there's 170,000 families out there earning $1,000 a month or more. 250,000 people earning $500 a month or more. That's impressive. We have people earning income all over the board. Everyone could, from an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. And I want you to know that if you can do that, you can go all the way in our compensation plan. The sky's the limit. As big as you can dream, it can happen. Then in addition to that, we have a couple. Twice a year, we reward our distributors with our biannual incentive trips. Now, the next trip is February 2015. Those qualifications are closed, but right now we are in qualification for the trip after that. The next trip is in August. Actually, I should say 2016. I apologize. The next trip is in August of 2016, and then we're going to be also going to the Riviera Cancun, the now Sapphire Resort. And all you have to do to earn a spot on that trip is use and share products with others. Every new distributor or new customer that you sponsor, depending on what they order, you can earn points on that first order. They order again next month, you can get more points. They order again the next month, you can get more points. So you use and share products with other people, and the more you use, the more you share with others, the more trip points you can earn. And you could join us in Paradise in August of 2016. Now, once somebody decides they want to be a distributor, that's all I'm going to show to a prospect. I just want them to understand leverage, understand residual income, understand possibilities. But now let's say we sit down and you say, okay, I want to be a distributor. We're going to talk about your income goals. And let's say you say to me, you know what, I want to try the products first and make sure they work for me, because I can't sell anything I don't believe in. I get that a lot. Great. You know what, you should probably start as a customer first, because we want to make sure that you don't become a distributor till you're ready to get busy and start building this business, so you can get off to a massive, powerful, explosive start, because we've got some rank advancement bonuses that start. The clock starts ticking. When you become a distributor, you can make double the money, more than double the money, if you hit these ranks within a certain period of time. So let's start off as a customer. As a customer, you can refer other customers, and you can get your products for free with our Nothing Beats Free program. If I have 3 juice customers, I get free juice. If they're on, they order 2 cases of juice a month, I get 2 cases of juice for free. If I have ageless customers, I get free ageless. If I have customers that do 500 or more in volume, then there's a whole catalog of products I can choose from. And to maximize our Nothing Beats Free program, it's when I have 3 or more other customers who order 1,000 a month or more in products, and then I get a couple $100 worth of free products every single month. So whether you're a distributor or a customer, you can earn free products with the Nothing Beats Free program. So that's pretty exciting. And as my new customer uses and shares products with other people, they're creating volume. And then when they make the decision to become a distributor and they convert, then all of a sudden, they not only have their free products, but they're also going to start receiving compensation on their customers, as well as begin to qualify and build in our compensation plan. Our ADP rewards are also for distributors and customers. When you sign up and you get on our automatic delivery program, as you continue for the first year that you're on our automatic delivery program, after 3 months, XANGO is going to send you a $50 product voucher good for any of our products. After 6 months, you're going to get a $100 product voucher good for any of our products. And after 12 months, another $100 product voucher plus 2 event tickets to the next big event. Could be our next international convention. So that's a pretty exciting thing. And so I want to make sure that, again, if you were making the decision today that you want to be part of XANGO, I'm going to explain these things to you to make sure that you join and that you're on the ADP, and that we begin to help you qualify to earn some free products as well. And then, of course, I'm going to tell you about the next trip. Make sure that you understand where the next trip is, because once you become a distributor, you can start to earn points towards the next trip with the customers and the distributors that you use and share products with. So now I want you to understand the compensation plan. This is when you're ready to get started as a distributor. So let's say you've already been your customer, referred some people, and now you've got a belief in the products and you've cleared your plate and you're ready to get going in this business. So now this is the rest of the compensation plan I want you to understand. I want you to know about our Power Start bonuses, because as a distributor, when you sponsor another distributor on their very first order, you can earn a 25% Power Start on their first order. This is awesome, because as I'm out here doing a business and I'm handing out samples to my friends, especially my first 30 days, I'm going to use the opinion approach. I'm going to ask everyone I know, my friends, my family, and I'm going to say to them, look, I'm just getting started in this business, and I kind of like everything I've seen and heard so far, and I love the products, and I give my testimonial. But before I make a decision to do this full-time as a business, I wanted some people that I personally know and trust to help me evaluate these products. I want your opinion. I really value your opinion. I'm looking to get my friends, my family, to tell me what they think so I can really make a good decision. Because if this is everything it seems to be so far, I'm jumping in with both feet, and I'm going to go for it. And if you liked it too, boy, I would love to have you as a business partner, as one of my teammates, because we can win trips. They give away 2 trips every single year. The next one is the Riviera in Cancun, and I'd sure love to go with you. So that's all. I'm just throwing out there using the opinion approach. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to pitch you. I'm not trying to tell you we're going to get rich and we're going to make $1 million overnight. I just want you to try the products and give me your opinion. So in your first 30 days, if you sample out a lot of products and you have a lot of opinions, a lot of 25% Power Start bonuses that are really going to help compensate you and get your business off to a fast start. And then as those people, your distributors, once they become a distributor, share with others and they sponsor a new distributor, they can get a 25% Power Start. You can get a 15%. These are awesome because they're paid weekly. So every week that we sign up new distributors, the next week we're going to get a 25% check on that. So if it's somebody who's Halo Pro Pack, the $25 commission next week. It's pretty awesome. So all I have to do to qualify to earn my 25% is personally purchase on my own ADP 100 points. And all I have to do to qualify to earn that second level, the 15% on all of my distributors, new distributors, is beyond 200 points. Now again, so we talked about how much that would be, a case of juice, a box of Ageless. Most people start the business and they get on our Zalo 3D pack. That pack gives you enough Ignite, Limitless, and Reload to use every single day, plus enough to share with one new person every single day. So you can do this ongoing, and this is what we recommend. Get on that as an ADP. Every single month, have enough of those products to use personally and to share with others, and continue to sample throughout your career. You're always going to meet new people, and you're going to want them to try these products while they're evaluating the business as well. So love the Power Start. We also, on our Customer Connect program, this is also a weekly pay. and we get paid weekly on all of our personal customers. We also get paid weekly on all the customers through a 9-level. What does that mean? My distributors' customers, my distributors' customers. Down through 9 levels, I can qualify to get weekly pay on all the customers in my business. Now, just by doing 100 points, again, that's the minimum here, just by doing 100 points a month, I'm eligible to get 15% on all my customers. And again, I started as a customer. So let's say you come in as a customer, I'm getting 15% on your order. And maybe 2-3 months from now, you're ready to do the business. And then you become a distributor. Then I'm getting 25% on your first distributor order. And then you're going to go into my network. Then you're going into that unilevel where we're going to begin to earn that residual income down through 9 levels of referral. So pretty exciting, and those are our programs, our weekly pays on our customers, all customers down through 9 levels. To earn on my customers down through 5 levels, I just need to be on 200 points. Again, most business builders do 200 so that we can have enough products to use personally and enough samples to share with business products or customers. But you can earn down through 9 levels of customers simply by being on 300 points. Now we have this Drive Your Own Dream. This is pretty cool because, you know, there's a lot of people. When I first got started in this industry, I was driving a $1,700 clunker. And I had just hoped all the time that that car didn't break down because I did not have the money to pay a repair bill. It wasn't under warranty. It had a lot of miles on it, and I just really hoped it'd be fine. And that was one of my first goals. Well, you know, as a 5K with 10,000 in volume, and you can't have any more than 5,000 from one leg, so you can't like sponsor one person who does 10,000 in volume, be done. You have to be a 5K, so I have to have 3 people I personally sponsored with at least 1,000 on their team. I have to have a total of 10,000 on my team. So let's just take a second to say how much would it take to do that, 10,000. Well, 10,000 could be 100 people on my whole team, customers, distributors, my people, their people. I only might have found 3 or 4 or 5 of them. But 100 total doing 100 points, or maybe only 50 people that are on 200, because our business builders generally are on 200 or more. The average order in XANGO is over 200. So it might be somewhere between 50 and 100 total team members. 3 to 5 maybe you've personally sponsored yourself. Maybe by now you're at 6 or 7 or 8. And the rest of them are going to be people that your team sponsored. So that's not a lot. And you get that residual income, you get the customer pay, you get the power starts, you get the unilevel pay, but you also get an additional $400 to help you drive your own dream. I think that's exciting because you can get a really nice car under warranty for less than $400 a month payment. But that just keeps going up. As you hit the higher ranks, at Premier at $600, at $200K it's $800. So at $800, my Escalade is less than that. So you can get whatever you want. And your dream might not be a car. You might have a great car. So maybe it's something else. And XANGO doesn't make you buy a car. They let you do whatever you want to do with that money. Now, let me talk about the rank advancement bonuses for a minute, because this is really exciting, because the rank advancement bonuses will allow you to receive additional compensation while you're building your business, while you're building your residual income. So as you hit the various ranks, you can actually earn additional bonuses, and these are one-time bonuses to hit as you hit these ranks. As a 20K, when you hit 20K, they're going to give you an extra $3,000 rank advancement bonus. But if you do it in 6 months, it's $5,000. As a Premier, they've actually just changed this. So as a Premier, when you hit Premier now, it's $5,000. If you do that within 1 year, it's $10,000. I should probably just take a second to change this on the slides right while we're doing this, because I want to make sure that those who see the replay see the correct slide. There we go. So $5,000 when I hit Premier, $10,000 if I do it in a year. As a 100K, $10,000. If I do it in 2 years, it's $25,000. When I hit 200K, I get $25,000, but if I do it within 3 years, it's $50,000. And when you hit 500K, it's $50,000. But if you do it within 4 years, it's $100,000. So add that up. That's a couple $100,000 potentially that you could earn in addition to the pay on your customers, the pay on your distributors, the lifestyle bonuses, driving your own dream, the global bonus pools as customers and distributors. This is all in addition to. And I don't know about you, but I want to maximize my compensation, so I would definitely be working towards accomplishing this within the time frames. Now here's what's really cool. These numbers they put in there are the average time it takes to hit these ranks. The average 20K does it in 6 months. Now we've had some 20Ks that have taken years to do it, but the average is 6 months. Now that's average because some have taken years, but some have done it in a month or two. So 6 months is average. 1 year is the average time to hit Premier. 2 years is the average time to hit 100K. So if you're just average and committed, because you've got to be using and sharing these products with others and being committed to do it every single day with at least 3 new people or 5 new people or 10 new people, whatever your goals are, you pick a minimum daily contact. You continue to look for that many people every day. It's all about consistency, and you can hit these because these are the average numbers. So that's kind of exciting. And that's why, by the way, I'll start a lot of people as a customer first, because I don't want them to become a distributor till they're ready to go for this. Because what if it took you so many people that say, well, I just got to clear my plate. I've just got a lot on it right now. And they don't have the time yet. They're not ready to get started. Fine, let you be a customer, use the product, share with others, get yours free. And when you're ready, let's become a distributor and hit the ground running. Now the iBonus pool. So I'm really excited about this because there's some really new cool features recently that XANGO has allowing us to build a customer leg. So it's just our own customer leg. We can call it what we want. I have one that I've actually had in there for years because I've always had my customers order through my, quote, customer account called Collie Customer. It's just what I named it years ago because I wanted XANGO to know this is just my customer account. And whatever customers I have, I've always sponsored Collie Customer. And Collie Customer's volume can add up, and I get 15% referral on all of that. And it's just something I've always done. Well, now XANGO says you can sponsor your customer leg and put all of your customers under there, and you're going to get 15% commission on all of it. But now it's a leg for you to promote in the compensation plan. And now, in addition to that, that one leg is all you need in customer volume for your iBonus pool. So our iBonus pool is a customer. It's based on every customer order in the world. And the only people that can share in the iBonus pools are the 1Ks, 5Ks, and 20Ks. Premiers and above, we're not even eligible. So this is in there for the 1Ks, the 5Ks, and the 20Ks. You know, last month the average check in the 1K pool was a couple $100. The average check in the 5K pool, and again average, some people made a lot more than this, was over $700. And the average in the 20K pool was over $1,700. So this is an additional bonus on top of your regular 1K, 5K, or 20K check. And the 15% doesn't even include the 15%. It's just the iBonus. So what does that mean? So I sponsor a customer leg, and that's where I put my customers. And if I have 1,000 in customer volume, and by the way, here's what's really cool for the iBonus pool, my own personal order counts towards it. So all you have to do is look at the group volume of your leg and add your own order. And if you're a 1K and you have 1,000 in customer volume, so maybe you have 800 coming from your customers and your customer leg, and you have a 200-point order, that's 1,000. Then you're qualified to get a share in that 1K pool. They take 5% of every customer order and put it in a pool. The 1K share in 3%, the 5K share in 1%, and the 20K share in 1%. A 5K, 2,500 in volume. So again, if I'm building a leg, a customer leg, so I start all my customers first. Some of them stay customers. Some of them never do engage, never become distributors. They just never get their plate cleared, or they never get around to it. So they stay customers, and they stay in that pool. Some of them, as they become distributors, then they're no longer part of that. But if I always keep a leg with 2,500 or more in volume, let's say I'm a 5K, I've got 2 other legs with 1,000. I've got my customer leg with 2,500. I've got my own order, so I've got my 5. I can be a 5K, and I can get paid on 5 levels of distributors. I'm going to get 15% on all of my own personal customers. I can get down, several levels of other of my distributors' customers, but I can also share in this 1% pool, where last month the average made an additional $700 and some because of this one pool. And as a 20K, again, I have to have 2,500 in eye volume. I get to share in a 1% pool, where the average last month was over 1,700. So I highly recommend that as you're building, you have a customer leg. And I think customers make the best business prospects anyway. The more they love the product, especially if I teach them to use them and share them with others to get them for free, they eventually, if things change in their life financially, very likely are going to be your very best candidates anyway. So just think about that. Back in the old days, they used to have a compensation plan. Many companies still have it today, a stair-step breakaway plan. And in a stair-step breakaway plan, what happened is when somebody hit a certain rank, maybe it was Premier, maybe it's 20K, when they hit a certain rank, they, quote, broke away from you and went into your generation where you could earn on them, but only if you continue to do new group volume with new people who had not yet hit those ranks. So I always had to have this open group volume to qualify to earn on those leaders. Well, you know what? That was actually helped me build, because since I had to do that, I was always looking for new people. And if you're always looking for new people and you're always doing volume with new people, and you create this customer leg as kind of a way to put all your new people until they decide whether or not the business is right for them, then you can earn in these iBonus pools and significantly increase your income. So we also have the global bonus pools for premiers and above. And this is on all the volume of every order, customer orders and distributor orders throughout the world. And like our iBonus pools, the amount of volume that you have determines your share of the pool. So in that iBonus pool, for example, let's go back to it for a second. As a 1K, you need 1,000 in volume. And by the way, ADP volume counts triple the points. So if I have all of my people on ADP, then I'm going to get 3 times the share that I would if they were not on ADP. But if I had 2,000 in eye volume as a 1K, especially if it was on all ADP, it would be even double that. So ADP is important, and the more eye volume you have, the bigger the share of the pool you get. The same thing with the global bonus pool. So premiers get to count all of their volume in their first 3 levels that determines their share of that pool. So a premier with somebody who's building straight down in a line, and maybe I just have a person with the person under that, maybe all my volume is way below that. I have to have at least 2 legs to be a premier. I could have as little as 6 people in that 3 levels if I wasn't building smart. What is smart to me? To me, life is about balance in all things, including in my business. I want width. I also want depth. There's security in depth. I definitely want to build in teams, and I want to sponsor people under people, but I want to keep it close to me. I want to keep my people that I personally sponsor, I want to place them no more than 3 levels deep, usually 2nd level. So as you sponsor people and you help and you see the ones that are serious, then take them as a team leader and start sponsoring new people, and you can place under them. Keep your volume good. Have good 3-level volume. The more you have for 3-level volume, the bigger share you get in the pool's premier. 100Ks get to count all the volume in their first 6 levels, which again, if you're always thinking about having good volume in your first 3, you're going to have great volume in your first 6. And 200Ks count all the volume in their 9 levels. And again, the more volume you have, the bigger share of that pool you have. So we have 200Ks that might only have 100 or $1,000 or something in that 9 levels if they're building really, really deep. Because some people will build down in like binaries and just put people under people under people down infinite levels deep. Other people are going to do the balance. And some people want 10 front line because they've got really giant, huge income goals. And so it doesn't matter where you fall in there, just balance in all things and you'll have good, healthy volume and you'll get good, healthy shares of those pools because those shares are determined on your group volume. And when you hit 500K, there's a whole nother pool all of its own. Now, let's go into the qualifications for each of these ranks. Now, as a preferred rep, now a rep is simply a distributor who places an order, and they're eligible to earn on 2 levels of pay. A preferred rep is simply a distributor who places an order, 100 points or more, but they're on ADP, the Automatic Delivery Program. They're entitled to 3 levels of pay. A 1K is a person with 1,000 in volume, in their group volume on their team, a 100-point order, and they have personally sponsored at least 3 people who have at least 100 points. They could be customers, they could be distributors. It could actually be a customer who just buys a single box of Limitless, but they've referred other customers who buy Limitless as well, and their group volume added up to the hundreds. So I need 3 people I personally sponsor have at least 100 points on their team, group volume, and I have 1,000. And if they're all customers, that not only would qualify me as a 1K to earn 4 levels of pay in our compensation, but it would also qualify me to earn in that iBonus pool. So always be thinking about that because there's a lot of extra money there. All right, as a 5K, I just need to have 5,000 in volume, 100-point personal, and I need to personally sponsor at least 3 people and help them get at least 1,000 points on the team. And now at this point in time, I have to have these placement legs. So, you know what I recommend when you're brand new? Don't even worry about placement. Just sponsor people until you identify 2 good people, distributors, that really want to build this business. And your 3rd leg could actually be your customer. So you could have a 3rd leg over here with customers and continue to build and grow that, getting 15% on all the volume in that leg, counting towards iBonus qualification pools, etc., and also be looking for 2 good distributor teams because that's what you need, 2 placement legs to be a 5K. To be a 20K, I need 20,000 on my team, and at this point I need to bump up my personal order at 200. And again, if you're a business builder, you're at 200 anyway the day you sign your distributor application. But I need to make sure I'm at least 200 for the rest of these ranks. I have 3 people I've personally sponsored, and I've helped them build teams with at least 5,000 points. So again, what am I as a 20K? I have 20,000 in volume. That could be 100 to 200 people. 200 if they were all doing 100 points, but generally most of them are going to be at over 200 points, so maybe 100 people on your whole team, and you only had to find 3 of them yourself. So as, again, we're leveraging ourselves. We're finding people that use and share products with other people. That's how you build. And so 20,000 in volume, 3 people that I personally found that I helped them get to 5,000 in volume themselves. I have to have at least 2 placement legs. And I get to be a 20K, and now I get 7 levels of compensation. The premier, I have to have 50,000 points on my team and 3 people I've personally sponsored. I have to help 2 of them get to 20,000 in volume. And my 3rd one can still have the 5,000. And I still have to have those 2 placement legs. Now, 100K, 200K, 500K, these are all premier titles. They're all eligible for 9 levels of pay. They're all eligible for global bonus pools, those leadership pools. And the higher the rank, the more volume, the bigger the share. But 100K is 100,000 points on their team. 4 people that they personally sponsored. At least 3 of them have 20,000. 1 of them can have 5,000, and I've got 3 placement legs at this point. So 2 of my placement legs have 20,000. 1 has 5. And that 1 can still be my customer leg. I can be continuing to build with customers, even though I'm no longer eligible for the iBonus pool. But I might just continue to have customers, continue to have a leg I get 15% on, continue to have a leg when I'm using and sharing products with other people and growing it that are just not yet ready or not interested in the business opportunity, but maybe they use and share products with others to get theirs for free. So it doesn't matter where the placement leg, maybe your upline recognized you as a leader, and as they're building and qualifying, maybe they have a placement leg under you. Maybe they sponsored somebody and placed them there. So it doesn't matter who the sponsor is, but you need at least 3 placement legs. To be a 200K, I need 200,000 in volume. I need 4 people I've personally sponsored. 3 of them have 50,000 in volume. 1 of them, 20,000 in volume. I need 3 different placement legs. Again, it doesn't matter who sponsored them, but generally it's probably going to be me. 3 of them total, 2 of them with the 50,000 and 1 of them with the 20,000. And to be a 500K, I need to personally sponsor 5 people. I need 500,000 in volume myself. 1 of the people I sponsored, I have to help them get to 200,000 in volume. 2 of them have to have 100,000 in volume, and 2 of them have to have 50,000 in volume. And I need 3 placement legs, 1 with 200, 1 with 100, and 1 with 50. So if I'm team building and I identified my key people, so maybe I sponsor distributor A and I sponsor distributor B and C. So those are my 3 legs. And then maybe I sponsor D under A, and so on. So I could have 2 of my people in 1 leg. That I could have a total of 50,000 points in 1 leg, but I have 2 personally sponsored distributors. The 50,000 point is under the second one. That counts as 2 for sponsorship. So I sponsor distributor A, and then I sponsor distributor D and put them under A, and the 50,000 is under D. So that counts as my 2 50K sponsorship requirements, and they're in 1 leg, so it's 1 placement leg. It counts as my 1 placement leg. So we only have to build ever 3 legs. But depending on you may have to sponsor 4 or 5 or even more people than that. Now let's talk about the levels. So again, 2% on all your personally sponsored distributors, but then 5% on all the distributors down through your 9-level organization. So what does that mean? We already talked about it. Now I'll show you. I wouldn't do this with a prospect. I don't want to show this kind of money to a prospect. First of all, it could come across as an income claim. Secondly, a lot of people can't comprehend this kind of money. Even the other one's a little high, but they can kind of get their head around that. But there's some people that this would freak them out. So I show this, again, so that you fully understand as a distributor, when you're actually signing up, ready to get going in the business, understand that if you hit these titles, if this is the math, and this is based on finding 3 who get 3, who get 3, who get 3, who all do 100, and at these levels, that's over 29,000 people that would be in this 9-level organization. They're all doing 200. These numbers would be doubled. 300, they'd be tripled. Plus customer bonuses, rank advancement bonuses, lifestyle bonuses, bonus pools, etc. Now, this is just a quick little slide that just kind of, it's a snapshot of all the different ranks and what you have to have for personal volume, what you have to have for group volume, what you have to have for your sponsored and placement legs, and kind of about what the income is on average and kind of what the bonuses and rewards are. Now, this slide here is really outdated, and I kind of don't even want to use it anymore because the numbers, this is 2009. But I still like to for one reason. This is, again, training. This is when you're signing up as a distributor. This is your 48-hour training. I want you to make a list. I want you to write your goals, and I want you to understand what does it take to hit these ranks. I want you to understand the income, and I want you to get all the bonuses so you can make your decision on where you want to go, where you want to be, so we can actually make a game plan for you to accomplish that. So in here, again, not everybody wants to be a 500K. So if Premier's pretty dang sweet, and all you have to do is have 3 team members to do that. But whatever your level is, maybe it's 20K, maybe it's 500K, maybe it's beyond that. Maybe it's to be the biggest check in the entire company. Your goals are your goals, and you can do whatever you want. But I need to understand so that I can help you do a business plan to accomplish that. In 2009, we did a little snapshot of what does it take to hit the ranks, and we looked at the average of all the 1Ks in the company and how many people had they sponsored. Well, the average 1K in 2009 had sponsored 15 people. Now, what I want to say about 2009 is we did not have a customer program. The only way to come into XANGO was as a distributor, so everyone came in as a distributor, even if they were not interested in the business, which 80-20 rule says 80% of people just want to use the products. They may or may not engage in the business down the road. So if you really figure the 80-20 rule into this, then maybe only were distributors. But the average 1K, or the average number that a 1K had sponsored in 2009 was 15. The other thing is some of these 1Ks had been 1Ks for years and years and years. So we don't really know what the average was of the average 1K at the time they hit the rank, and that would be important too. All of these, again, same thing. We don't know, some of these had been their titles for years and years and years and years, so we don't know what the average number of sponsored people are at any of these ranks at the time they hit the rank. And we don't know how many of these people were just customers. But what we do know is this, and this is all you need to get from this chart, is that the more people you sponsor, the higher you go in the ranks. You need to continue to sponsor people to continue to promote and hit the ranks. Because again, it's always using and sharing products and continuing to grow your business and continuing to grow the teams and continuing to grow the volumes. That's what's going to continue to help you rank advance and continue to get. So a 500K in this scenario has sponsored like almost 10 times the number of people that a 1K did. So that's all you need to get. You want to hit the higher ranks, keep sponsoring. This just shows you a little, people want to know building strategies. Well, if I build 3 legs versus 5 legs, the more legs you have, the wider that you go, the more people you're going to have in those 3, 6, and 9 levels, and the more money you're going to make. Most people start off with 2 or 3 legs, and then as you continue to grow and continue to develop and as you continue to build your business, add a 4th, then add a 5th, and so on, because again, you're going to make a lot more money if that's your goal. Some business duplication models, and we've kind of talked about some of this, and this is just the difference between sponsoring or building with 3 legs or 5 legs. So we've been looking at the 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. We know that one. This is what would happen if you sponsored 5 people did that model, and they got 5, and they got 5, and they got 5, and we're still just talking about 100 points a month here, but you'll see the income is more than 10 times. So it's not even double the legs. So instead of 3 legs, I have 5. It's not even double, but yet the income potential is over 10 times. Again, it's all about that geometric growth. The power of one, a lot of times I show this to a prospect as well. This is about what can happen if you just sponsored one person a month every month who just did 100 points. I sponsor one person who does 100 points who also sponsors one person a month who does 100 points, and so on. We're looking for one person who will use the products every month and find at least one new person every single month, and we all make a 12-month commitment. Now, if we're all doing the Zalo 3D pack, we're using the products and we have enough to share with others, and I'm handing out a sample every single day. Do you think after 30 days, 30 people that have tried the products, you think at least one person would get it, see it, and want to do the same thing? Especially when they look at this chart. And this chart's only based on 100 points, by the way, and the Zalo 3D pack is 200. So numbers would actually be double here. But just to give you the example, I find one person a month who does 100. I help them find one person a month who does 100, and we all commit to that for a year. So this is kind of a really slow way to get there because it takes me 4 months to even hit 1K. It takes me 6 months to even get to 5K. It takes me 8 months to get to 20K, so I'm going to miss that rapid rank advancement, but I'm still going to get the rank advancement. But now I hit Premier the very next month, and that's a rapid rank advancement. And 100K the month after that, rapid. 200K the month after that, rapid. 500K. So it doesn't matter what your business model is or what your effort is. If you talk to 3 people a day, 5 people a day, 10 people a day, if you sponsor 1 a month, 5 a month, 10 a month, all you need to know is that you need to pick your minimum daily contacts. You need to make consistent effort. You need to continue to use and share the products with other people, and you will continue to get results, to duplicate, and to build your business. The only way your business can get stagnant or go backwards, because remember what theory is it? Something in motion stays in motion. But if you're not in motion, you don't just stop. You don't just stay there. You don't just tread water. You'll actually end up going backwards. So we want to stay in motion always throughout our career. I'm 13 years into this thing, and I still continue to use and share products and our business with other people. Just a couple of minutes now on some really advanced stuff. This is definitely not a 48-hour thing. This is a down-the-road thing. This is maybe you're a 20K before I'm even going to go into this. Maybe you're a 5K. But the first time you put me on a three-way call with some seasoned network marketer that's trying to understand and evaluate our compensation plan and compare it to others, and they don't understand where the 50%, and how can you say that, and our company pays 50% too. No, your company pays up to 50%, but nobody does this. There's like 2 companies, maybe 3 in the whole industry that does this. The company pays out all of the commissions to the distributors. They don't keep the breakage. They pay it all out. So I had to understand this. I was like, well, how does that work then? I don't understand. So let me just show you this. It's called dynamic compression. It is our X factor. Because we pay out 50%, we pay out more. That's why people make more money. It's simple math. You know, our goal is to be $1 billion company. And I know we'll do it. Our goal is to be the fastest company to $1 billion. I believe we'll do that too, because the current record holder did it in 18 years. I think we'll do it in less time than that. We're well on track. We're 13 years old, and we are definitely on track to do that. But let's just talk about this for a second. $1 billion, the average company on $1 billion in sales would pay out between $320 and $360 million in commissions. XANGO will pay out $500 million in commissions. They'll pay out $500 million in commissions because they pay out the 50%. That is huge and significant, and why we've produced more than 140 people who've earned more than $1 million in their career so far, and why we have so many people earning $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $1,000 a month. So here's how it works. So in this example, Ben down here is a new distributor, and he's signing up, and he's placing a 200-point order. So here's how the company is going to pay out. Now, we already talked about preferred reps, or reps earn 2 levels of pay, and preferred reps earn 3 levels. So Adam is Ben's sponsor, and Adam is eligible to earn a first level. If anyone with an order is eligible to earn a first level commission. So Adam would get paid level 1, the 2%. Then Adam's upline, Sarah, gets the second level, 5%. And then the third level, we're looking for a preferred rep or above. And Gary is not. He's only a rep. If he was just on ADP, he would have got paid on this. But he wasn't. So he's just a rep. He's only eligible for 2 levels. And Ben is on his third. So Gary doesn't get paid. So it just skips him. But instead of XANGO putting that money in their pocket, like 99.9% of every other company in the industry, instead, XANGO says, all right, Gary, you're not eligible. We're going to pay level 3 to the first person above you who is, and that's Bob. Bob's a 1K. He gets level 3. Level 4 is going to go to a 1K or above. So upline from Bob is Sally. She's a preferred rep. She's not eligible for the 4th level. Skips her. Joe, he gets the 4th level. Now we got to pay level 5 to a 5K. Upline from Joe is Kathy. She's a 5K. She gets it. Now we got to pay level 6 to the first 20K upline. Carol, 5K. She gets missed. But Peter, he's a premier, so he gets level 6. Level 7 is going to go to Mike because he's a 20K. Level 8 is going to go to Sue because she's a premier. Level 9 is going to go to Tom because he's a premier. That's how it works. XANGO pays it all out. They don't keep that breakage. Now let me tell you why that's so huge. Number 1, we pay out 50%. So like I said, we'll pay out $500 million in commissions on $1 billion in sales. You know, there is a $1 billion company right down the street from me. Last year, they're public, records show they paid out 18%. So out of the $1 billion in sales, they only paid out $180 million. When XANGO's doing $1 billion, we're paying 2.5 times as much money. We're doing it right now. Last year we paid 2.5 times the commissions to the field than this $1 billion company down the road. So when you understand this, you get it. You get why we have so many people making so much money is because we pay more money, and that's why we're not in competition with the company. Do you know what some companies do if they need to increase revenue in the company? They change a compensation plan. That happens over and over and over. Anybody that you've ever met that's a seasoned network marketer has been through this, where they've been with the company and all of a sudden the rules change and their commissions drop. So we don't want to be in competition with the company. XANGO, they need to increase their revenue. Guess what? They launch new products. They open new markets. They create new sales aids. They create new promotions. They create new revenue and opportunities for us because we together increase our revenues. Now, this little chart, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. This is just, I went through a 22-level deep organization and showed you, and you could follow each one. You can go all the way down here to Ann and see where her order gets paid. Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, Level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So these are all the distributors. These are their orders, and this is how they got paid. Now, the reason why I show this is because this dynamic compression feature, it's kind of like an infinity bonus. So this Jen here is a premier. You see she's getting paid 22 levels deep. It's like an infinity bonus. So if you're talking to somebody in another company and they say, oh, my company pays infinity bonuses to their leaders, well, so do we. This is better than an infinity bonus. It's dynamic compression. It's paying out the full 50% of the compensation plan to the field. And it's not just for leaders. Because, yeah, but Jen, the premier, is getting paid 22 levels deep. But look at Jim. He's at 20K. And in this example, he's getting paid down through level, well, it'd be 20 levels for him. He's getting paid 20 levels. Liz, she's a 5K. Look, she's getting paid, I'm trying to do the math in my head real quick, 14 levels. Ron, he's a 1K. He's getting paid 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels. So you see that you can get paid dynamic compression. Hell, he's a preferred rep, yet he got paid 4 levels, even though a preferred rep is only eligible for 2. So what does it mean in our compensation? It really means as a preferred rep, you get a minimum of 2 levels. You could get paid a whole lot more. As a 1K, you get a minimum of 4 levels. But you see Ron, he's getting paid 8. As a 5K, a minimum of 5 levels. Dynamic compression can be earned at every single rank. If you're 1 rank higher than the members of that leg underneath you, you're going to get paid dynamic compression on that entire leg. So infinity bonuses beyond. Pretty cool. So this is a scenario of what had earned. This is what Jen earned as a premier, Rob. And the cool thing in this scenario is if you look, this is only level 8 for Jen. There's an upline premier somewhere that is also getting paid dynamic compression to infinity. So this is our secrets. This is our comp plan. We have multiple streams of income. We have weekly pay, monthly pay. We have distributor bonuses, customer bonuses. We have multiple product lines. We could focus on any one of them to build a business. We pay out the whole 50%, not the 32% in the industry average. We have no breakage. Almost nobody can say that. We're based on volume, not structure. It doesn't matter what the title is of the people that you bring in. You don't have to help bring in somebody and help them get to a certain rank to promote. You just have to help them build volume to promote. There are no frontline personally sponsored requirements. It doesn't matter. You can find someone who finds someone who finds someone who finds someone, and that person has some serious business. And you can focus and work with that person and build the volume. It's just volume on your team. It doesn't matter who produces that volume. So you don't have to find a stud. You just have to find one somewhere on your team and work with them, because they say every dud knows a stud, right? It's an amazing comp plan. You can get to a 5-figure monthly income, which is 3 teams. The lifestyle bonus, you start to earn that, which is $10,000 in volume. Our 9-level unilevel way deeper than the average in the industry, and 5% all the way to down through 9 levels, unheard of. Our worldwide global bonus pools, customer pools for 1Ks, 5Ks, and 20Ks, no lower ranking people earn global bonus money, but ours do. The worldwide global bonus pools for premiers and above, significant income. Nothing beats free, qualifying for free products, which is 3 customers, and ADP rewards. We've got customer programs. We've got bonuses for customers. The dynamic compression, which is equivalent to an infinity bonus but way more powerful, is our factor. And our rank advancement bonuses, the trips, the incentives. There is so much about the XANGO opportunity. When you fully understand the XANGO compensation plan, you'll know why there are so many people earning significant income in XANGO. And when you fully get all of that, why would anybody ever want to work with any other company? And I want to close with one thing, and this isn't really about the compensation plan. It's just my most recent aha. I have them all the time. And, you know, we've been talking for a couple of years now about our patent. And it's cool. I've never been with a company that had a patent on a product before. It's definitely cool. Like competition, I mean, the competition came out with all these products. Since the patent came out, they're gone. The only mangosteen products out there is mangosteen flavored, or maybe they have the fruit, but not the whole fruit, not where all the xantho molecules come from. And it occurred to me the other day, and I've always known this and I've heard this, that, you know, companies try to buy out companies all the time, right? That's why probably there's only 50-some companies in our entire industry that are over 10 years old, is because any company who achieves success or has a really great product, one of the Fortune 500 companies try to buy them out. It just happens all the time. And I know XANGO's had lots of offers, lots and lots of offers, lots of companies that try to buy XANGO out. It occurred to me the other day, but because of this mangosteen, because our XANGO juice, because we have this patent, it occurred to me that there's got to be companies just throwing money at XANGO to get that product. And it occurred to me that our owners, you know, we talk about a legacy company versus a generational. Generational companies come and go. And I want to tell you that if I had started XANGO and companies were throwing money at me, I would sell, because my lifelong goal is not about owning a company and building a company to become a billion-dollar company, a legacy company that would go on for generations and generations and generations to come. But that is the dream, and that is the goal of our company owners. They spent their whole life getting ready for what they're doing, and they do it so well. That's why they're the fastest company to $100 million and the fastest company to $250 million a year in sales, and why I believe they're going to be the fastest company to reach $1 billion. Now, our billion-dollar brand, the juice, we did that faster than most other brands have ever been built also, because founders have been grooming for what they're doing now their entire lives. This is what they've wanted to do with their entire lives, not just for a while. And that's why, see, I'm a legacy distributor. I'm a legacy leader. I've been XANGO my whole life. I've been looking for a company I can build and retire in. And I found it because of who these owners are, because they're a legacy company. And I just want you to know that you are in a really good place. And as we continue to launch new markets and new brands, new opportunities, and we continue to pay out this 50% and down through 9 levels, and we have opportunities for people to get involved in global bonus money from the time they sign up as a distributor, and we have all these trips and awards. Folks, XANGO is an amazing lifetime opportunity. If you get it and you understand it, you're here for life. And if you're here for life, your income's just going to go up and up and up and up and up over the next few years or decades if you continue to use and share our products with other people. I want to thank you so much for your time here, and I went a little bit over, but I wanted to make sure I really covered everything about our compensation plan in this training, and I slowed down. Many of you know I talk quickly. I did that so you could fully get every little thing, and I hope I did. I have some questions in the question box I'm going to get to, but before boy, I would sure love to turn some time over to my business partner, Sandy Cohen. Sandy, I want to share your thoughts on this compensation plan, first of all. But secondly, have you had any ahas recently that you'd like to share with everybody?
Yes, I have, Colleen. Of course, thank you so much. Like you, I've been in this industry for decades, and compensation plan and understanding it can be a little daunting, a little overwhelming, and you really make it simplified. But for brand new people, I'm sure many of them are glazed over. So I think what they need to walk away with is their prospects or potential partners or somebody who's brand new. Just understand this. Everybody in our industry claims they have the best products, the best owners, and the best comp plan. They can say that. We actually deliver. And I think my aha recently was with this volume-based comp plan. I mean, we're seasoned veterans, if you will, and yet we're committed to constant and never-ending learning and improvement. And I look at other compensation plans, and I do because I want to understand, what other people have to do to achieve success. And you can look at companies that require frontline 11, 12 monsters, frontline, in order to get to even near what our compensation plan is today. And I think my aha has been, unlike most other companies, almost I'd say 99% of them, somebody could join today in 2016 and exceed the 500Ks that are currently here. In fact, it is happening now, unlike other companies where that's why in the industry there's so much hype around, getting in on the ground floor, get involved in a startup company, which we all know is almost like success would be like getting struck by lightning twice in the same day in the same place. It's almost impossible for those companies to be a legacy company because they're not built to be a legacy company. So just know, if you're taking a look at XANGO or you're already decided that your future is to be different than it is today, and if you look at Harry Dent, he was on Fox News last week, the Harvard economist, and you listen to Robert Kiyosaki, they're predicting the worst bubble yet to happen in the next year or two. Now that scares me. I mean, that scares me, not just for all of us, but for the entire world. So are you prepared? Are you prepared if, in fact, there is another crash? And I think when Kali so beautifully and simply explained, yes, we've got leaders at the top of the comp plan, but that's not what's important to the masses. What's important to the masses is the huge middle class. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people earning money, not like very often what binaries are referred to as the India of network marketing, meaning there's a few people at the top making money and everybody else is starving to death. So just realize that if you want to predict the future, look at the past. And why are companies today that are legacy companies like XANGO, who are built for the long haul, now going into their second wave of momentum, which is always, without exception, bigger than their first wave? So you just have to make a decision. Do you want to be a part of the new wave of success stories so that you can set yourself up for what I call POM? It's really not about making millions. It's about knowing at the end of the day you've made a difference and you're providing for your family. So, I mean, that's to me, I'm so excited about what's happening with XANGO, and I think this year, 2016, is going to be the biggest growth yet. Even bigger than last year because of all the new things that are happening. So make a decision and, roll up your sleeves and do whatever it takes, because today cannot be repeated. So thank you, Carly, for letting me share.
Thank you so much, Sandy, and I love that aha because you're absolutely right. We all have ahas, and we continue to just be amazed as we continue to see what's out there in the industry and what we have. We are so blessed. All right, a lot of questions in the Q&A. I'm going to answer them all together here. So first of all, there's this, if you go to Zalo3D.com, it'll forward to this page on the university that's open for public access. There's a few pages on the university that are. So XANGO University is a membership. It's a $15 a month or $40 a year, and you can go to xuworldwide.com if you're not currently a member, and you could subscribe and you could enroll and you can get access to everything in the university, which this is what you would have access to. And there's a product education building where we've got a lot of product stuff that we don't really want to have open, including all the archives for our weekly product experience calls are back here, and each one is detailed in what's there. In the library building is where you're going to find all the archives to our Super Saturday workshops. And the Masters of Motivation building is where we're going to find some amazing videos and stuff from people like Les Brown and Jim Rohn and so on. And there's just a lot of great stuff. So if you have not yet become a member today. Just go to xuworldwide.com, click Enroll Now. I think you're going to love all the training that's back there. But in here, there's a few pages that I've made with public access, and the reason for that is so that you can share with the prospect. And I created a page on the university, Zalo3D.com, X-A-L-O-3, the number 3, letter D.com, Zalo3D.com. And it'll forward to this page. Here, this is where when I share with a prospect or something, I want them to get some additional information. When I sit down with them and they say, well, you know, they have to do their research, due diligence. On this page, we've got a short business overview of XANGO. We have the ARIS video. We have the Best Day Yet videos. We have the Zalo ProLine promotion videos from Dr. Templeman. We have the company's Best Day Yet videos. We've got videos about how the tax advantages of owning a home-based business. We have the video on Paradise. And then we have this compensation plan overview. This is the short one. So this is what I would present, and it is 5 minutes long. So, or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the company compensation plan. And it's just a quick, short little overview because to a prospect, again, we don't go into all of those details. What I gave today was a very detailed product or compensation plan training that most people aren't going to be ready for. And so for those of you who didn't get half of it, it's because you're not ready for it yet, but it's all there. So if you've got somebody who needs to hear all that because they are ready for it, if you've got a seasoned veteran in network marketing and they really understand, they're looking at other companies and you really want them to understand why we're so different, then maybe that person could take a detailed compensation plan training. But for the most people, no. So this is like 5 minutes. And then there's a good, better, and best way at getting started training, and then the detailed compensation plan training. So that's what's there for you if you have some additional tools that you'd like to share with a prospect. And I love how the presentation is about, it ends with the opportunity presentation. It ends with, like Sandy said, the goal isn't really about money. The goal is about living life on your own terms. And that's the opportunity that we have for you. Now, XANGO University has a Facebook page, facebook.com/XANGO University. On the Facebook page, there's a tab. It's the third one over. It's timeline about notes. If you click on notes, this is where we are putting the archives to our weekly calls. Now, just the most recent one. So the product experience calls, the most recent one. We have a new call/webinar that we do every Monday night now that actually it's Jim Webb and Carolyn Johnson that does this. And it's wonderful, and it's a product training, business training. Sometimes they have corporate people, and you can click on that and get the links. They had this one with Beverly Hollis that make sure that you see that. And our workshops. So this is where you're going to get the archive for today. So if you want to share it with other people, just go to the faculty workshop training, click on that, and it's going to take you to the link to the most current workshop. And again, the rest of them are going to be archived in the university. They go back for years. So that's where you're going to get your archives. XUEvents.com, this is where you have the information on all the events that take place, corporate and from XANGO University. So we have, and over here on the live weekly events, it's a quick snapshot, MBX opportunity calls every Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock Pacific. The new Maximize Mondays leadership training, 6 o'clock Pacific. Our product calls every Tuesday night, 6 o'clock Pacific. The weekly webinar trainings from corporate every Thursday night at 6 o'clock Pacific. Then go Get Amped calls from corporate every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific. And our faculty workshop trainings at 10 a.m. Pacific. We have other events. XANGO has a first and third Tuesday calls. Sandy does a $1 Million Mindset call on the last Wednesday of the month. And then we have special events that take place from time to time. So XUEvents.com is where you're always going to be able to get the information that you need for any corporate or XANGO University hosted event by any of our faculty members. So here's some questions here. Let me just go back to this slide to answer them all. Question here on placement legs. So let's say in this example, all the orange circles were sponsored by you. So let's say you found your 3 good people that you're working with, and so now everybody else that you sponsor, you're going to place them. Maybe you're going to place the next one under 1, the next one under 2, the next one under 3, then back to 1, 2, 3, etc. So these are placement legs because they are placed right directly under. This is also your sponsored leg. So this number 1, if you sponsored them, they count as a sponsored leg and as a placement leg because they're placed under you. If somebody in your upline sponsored somebody and placed them under you, that would count as your placement leg also, even though it would not count as a sponsored. So, for example, if all the orange circles were sponsored by you, then this one would count as your sponsored leg, but not your placement because it's already in your placement leg. Number 1 is actually your placement leg. This person is just placed under number 1. So it's placed in one of your placement legs, but it counts as an additional sponsored leg. So again, you don't have to worry about this at first. I don't explain placement until somebody's been in for 30 days. Your first 30 days, all I want you doing is using and sharing products with other people, sponsoring people. And when we find 3 people who are also using and sharing products with others, that's when I'm going to explain to you about placement and say, now that you've got 3 leaders, as you continue to sponsor new people, let's place them there because all that's going to do is it's going to help build volume for these 3 key members. Now let's say all these orange circles produce some volume as well. So if I want to get to 500K, right, I need 5 people I personally sponsored. So in this case, I've got 3 plus 9, I've got personally sponsored, so I'm really good to go with that. And if I needed 1 200K leg, so here let's say there's 200,000 in this leg, and 200,000 point legs that I've sponsored, but only 1 placement, so maybe this person's here and this person's here, this person has 100,000. Well, if this one does, so does this one. This would count as 2 sponsored legs in 1 placement leg for my 100,000 points. And the same thing with 3. If I've got 50,000 in volume underneath this person, then I've got 2 sponsored legs with that 50,000 in volume in 1 placement leg. So don't worry about it when you're new, but yes, you need to know that once you've identified 3 key people who are using and sharing products with others, then continue to sponsor. You need to sponsor for the rest of your career, and so does everybody else, and that's how we continue to grow this geometric growth. That's how we continue to promote and continue to advance and continue to build. We're not going to do that. If we stop, they stop, the whole thing stops, and there is no growth. So as we continue to use and share products with others, we sponsor them and place them under our team members that are continuing to use and share products with other people. And one other question is, can an existing customer be moved to the new customer leg, or only new customers to be included? Yes. If you want to put all your customers, if like most people, we've got 10 or 15 or 20 customers that we've sponsored over time, just send an email to Kelly Allred. Send it to kelly.allred@XANGO.com. And what you want to send in the email is you want to give the name and ID number of every one of your customers that you currently have on your front line and tell them where you want them moved. So sign up a new customer leg. You get points for the trip for the months for orders if you place under it. But you don't ever even have to place an order under a customer leg because it'll still count with the volume. So you never have to place an order. So you don't have to like order under yourself and your customer leg. You can just sponsor a customer leg. It doesn't have to have an order. It's still going to qualify to get free products if there's 3 or more customers under there that are ordering. So it can still qualify for free products. And it's qualifying group volume because all your other customers are grouped under there. But if you want to get points for the trip, I would order at least for the first 3 months because you're going to get trip points then, and then you can stop ordering. Anyway, and plus we can all use some additional products. We can all use some additional products so we can use and share products with others. And the more product that we have that we can share, the faster we're going to grow. So I would order under make a customer leg, order under the first 3 months, order 400 points under it for the first 3 months. That's 2 additional Zalo Pro packs, which would give you enough products to share with not just 30 people, but that would give you an additional 120 people that you could sample to every month. For the first 3 months, you do that. You work this business, as Ray Heron says, for 90 days like your life depended on it. And if you sign up a customer, 400 point, 2 Zalo Pro packs under them, have 120 samples every single month to sample out of that first 90 days, watch your business explode. So with that, I think I have everything else covered. There's a couple of individual questions and that are university related, so I would just like to ask that you send those emails to XANGOUniversity@gmail.com, and we will address those. And nope, there's a question about somebody thought you could only get juice or ageless on the free program, so that is not the case. So let me show you where you can get that information. Simply go to XANGO.com/NBF for Nothing Beats Free. This will explain the entire program and how it works. So if you're a juice customer, you get juice, an ageless customer, you get ageless. The Pro line, you can get Pro line. But if you have 3 or more customers ordering 500 or more in customer volume, then you can get any of these products for free. And if you have 3 or more customers who do 1,000 or more in volume, you can get any of these products for free. So we have an amazing customer program, and you can get that information at XANGO.com/NBF. All right, I think that is it for the day. Thank you all for joining us. Sorry, we went a little bit over, but I think hopefully that you got the details that you might need. You can go over this again and try to really fully understand all. I just want to say this. You don't need to understand it in order to talk about it because the tools are out there. The videos are out there. They're on the XANGO YouTube channel. They're on XANGO University. They're on, as a member of XANGO University, you actually get your own free sampling site that has Dr. Templeman explaining all of our amazing products that we sample out. XANGO's got 4 individual replicate websites, each one about that particular product line. There's videos and stuff on it. The tools are out there for you to use. You just need to be the messenger. Just deliver the message. Just share your own personal experience and testimonial with people. Plug them into where they can go, Zalo3D.com. They can get the compensation plan. They can get information on the best day yet and our heiress. And if you they have detailed questions, because maybe there's somebody who really has compensation plan questions. You can let them see this compensation plan detailed training. But no matter what, connect them to your upline. Connect them to the people in your upline that have been in this business longer, who know the answers. You should connect them anyway, regardless. But connect somebody else who can answer the questions that you can't ask. Don't worry about being a pro. You've got the rest of your career in XANGO to work on that. But you definitely need becoming a good messenger. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you in the next XU faculty workshop. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.